Shalom and welcome to us. This year is entitled Part 2, Nichum Availim publicly on Shabbat. So we mentioned already 500 years, 400 years of the minhag of greeting of a public when it comes to shul by Kabbalat Shabbat. The only thing is that Poskim all mentioned before Marv. Our Chashukha mentions several times before Kabbalat Shabbat, before Kabbalat Shabbat. The Pri Megadim says before Kabbalat Shabbat, it openly says, if you already said Mizmor Shir, you already accepted Shabbat, so then you can't do it because that's Avelis for Hesia, public Avelis on Shabbos. You got Avo doesn't walk around with a ripped shirt, doesn't sit on the ground publicly. So we don't do those things on Shabbat. And this is very public. You have 200, 300, 400 people, or 50, whatever it is, people in the shul. That's public Avelis. And Mr. Brewer, Reish Pei Zayin, he quotes the Pri Megadim and says, don't do this if it's already after Mizmor Shir. Shmir Shabbos, when he talks about it, says even more than that. If it's already after Shkia, that's a problem because it's already Shabbos whether you accepted it or not. Or now that the minhag is that we say Lecha Dodi, so Boi Kala, Boi Chala, that's Kabbalat Shabbat. So it's an interesting thing. In the top of the Shmir Shabbos, he says, we do this after Boi Chala before Mizmor Shir. Then in the notes, he says, a bit of a problem because it's already after Shkia, and Lecha Dodi is our Kabbalat Shabbos. And so he just says on the top, you make sure it's before Mizmor Shir. But wait a second, Shmir Shabbos, why don't you challenge the whole minhag? He doesn't need to challenge the whole minhag, even though it's always going to be after Boi Chala, which is our Kabbalat Shabbat. So the Piskei Tshuvos in Reish Pei Zayin, he says many don't have the minhag because of these problems. And some of the Sfamar Avelis also mention we don't do this because of these problems. So it definitely needs to be looked into. Those shuls that do it, either after Shkia, after Boi Chala, and when it's already Shabbos, one way or another, then it's a bit of a tzarech iyan on the minhag. We'll discuss this more. Shalom.